Windows Server 2012 and the current version of Hyper-V is a game changer. How much does Hyper-V cost, by the way? Zero. So all these capabilities we give you for $0. Matter of fact, you don't even have to buy Windows Server, right? Because you can download the hypervisor off the website and install it right on bare metal. Of course, you have to license for the guests that you're hosting. But the hypervisor, with all its capabilities, is a command. We should be able to do these things with no cost. So look at the major upgrades we've done with Hyper-V 2012 versus vSphere, for example. Even 5.1. Logical processors. We do 320 logical processors. They're up to they're only at 160. Physical memory. We give you 4 terabytes of physical memory in the box. Right? No additional cost. Virtual CPUs per host or a par. Active VMs per host. 1,000 VMs we support per host. There are 512. Maximum nodes, we do up to 64. And maximum VMs, we can do 8,000 VMs in our Hyper-V cluster. We can only do 33,000. Right? So, great capabilities, as well as the ability to give you these features without having to pay for them. Now, VMware, as you go to the enterprise class version, can start scale up, but they charge you for those capabilities. We give it to you out of the box. Any question on this? Now, you may never reach those numbers, right? But the point here is it scales. We could host about 99% of SQL workloads on Hyper-V today. So if you want to consolidate SQL, that was the one last thing everybody was afraid to virtualize, right? I'm going to virtualize databases, I don't know. Heavy I/O, heavy disk, right? Well, with Hyper-V 2012, there should be no issue in sizing a box correctly to support and consolidating your SQL as well. Yes?
If Hyper-V is at no charge or for free, why do you suppose VMware still has such a big footprint out there?
They were first to market. They had all the capabilities. Admittedly, we're catching up. This is major. I think what you see now is because when they wound up stepping back on and remember they started in their new pricing model. They had introduced, once you got over 96 gig of RAM, they charged you more, right? They charged you from processor, all those things. They backed away from that. The reason they backed away from that is because the capabilities of Hyper-V being zero cost, right, it was hurting them, right? And a lot of my customers that are looking at Hyper-V today to whether it be initially to host test and dev or to leverage it by VDI and so forth, so other workloads. I think over time, you'll start to see, because as people get comfortable with the technology, start to eat away at it. I have customers today who are holding off on signing their VMware ELA until they see, what Hyper-V is capable of, and if they're comfortable with it, we've, one of the great case studies that is up on our website is Pella Windows. Pella Windows, based in a small town in the Midwest. Everybody's heard of Pella Windows, right? Big VMware shop. They were, due to the slowdown in the economy, they were hurting like everybody else. Obviously, construction is down. Not too many people buying Windows. So, they were going to lay off a lot of people. They came to Microsoft and said, hey, we got to reduce our costs. One of our big costs is IT. How could you help us? We worked with Pella Windows to completely move them off VMware onto Hyper-V, not even this version, the 2008 R2 version. We saved them so much money they were able to retain hundreds of workers because they didn't have to pay VMware. Okay? So my point is that you have major corporations that are looking at either move or have workloads on Hyper-V or looking at moving. So hopefully we'll see how the market will dictate, I guess is my point.
Thank you.
Enable modern apps, right? So in embedded Windows, obviously, one of the things we do with Windows 8 is we built a core. So here, they're within Windows 8, Windows Phone 8, there's some common components, as Kevin mentioned this morning, that allow when you build an application to port it to different modalities, different platforms, without having to reprogram. We've also enhanced within System Center deep integration, deep monitoring of your application. We bought a company called Avocode a couple of years ago. We've integrated that into System Center now, into Ops Manager, so you can actually track the performance of your application all the way from the client to the server and everything in between, because Ops Manager now supports network monitoring, okay, across the board. So now you can see how things are going. So when your user, whether it be an external user, internal user, hits enter to execute a command, and you want to, you know the response time should be 500 milliseconds, and now it's extended to 1 second, there's a problem. Where's the problem? Well, the system should be able to track where the problems are, whether it be a client, a network, a server, all the way down to the SQL level, and tell you where the problem is and help you identify the problem so your developers can go and make the changes they need. That's deep application monitoring, again, built into System Center. Application manageability, we talk about service-centric approach, and you build once, you deploy on different modalities. So let me just show you a quick demo here. This will be pretty quick. So within, there's a new product in System Center called App Controller. How many people know what application virtualization is? AppV, everyone heard of AppV on the client? We've taken AppV and put it over to the server. So now you could create virtual applications